Go Minutes C blushes when mentioning Song Kang. What happened? Could there be more behind that shy smile? When actress Go Minutes C turned visibly red while talking about Song Kang during a recent interview, the room fell into stunned silence, and the internet hasn't stopped buzzing since. Whispers of secret crushes, late-night messages, and behind-the-scenes chemistry are now fueling a wildfire of speculation. So, what really happened between these two stars? Let's dive into the full story, only on Red Carpet Revealed. It was supposed to be a routine interview. Kang was perfect, the host was charming, and Go Minutes C, elegant as ever, answered each question with grace and poise. Until that moment. The moment Song Kang's name slipped into the conversation. In an instant, everything changed. Her eyes widened. Her breath hitched. And then, unmistakably, her cheeks flushed a deep, unmistakable shade of pink. The host paused, surprised. The crew chuckled nervously. Go Minutes C smiled, but it wasn't the confident host smile fans were used to. This was different. This was the kind of smile someone tries to hide when their heart has just skipped a beat. Are you okay? The host teased, half joking, half curious. I'm fine, she said quickly, brushing her hair behind her ear, a nervous gesture fans would later analyze in slow motion. But her voice was softer, her body slightly stiff. And that blush? It lingered far longer than anyone expected. Within minutes of the interview airing, the internet exploded. Did Go Minutes C really just blush because of Song Kang? The way she smiled. There's something there. I'm calling it now. Go Kang is real. Clips of the moment went viral across TikTok, Twitter, and Korean fan forums. The hashtags #GoMinC, #SongKang, and #GoKang moments began trending globally. Fans began dissecting every frame, zooming in on her expression, syncing the audio, replaying it again and again. But why this moment? Why was a simple mention of Song Kang enough to shatter Go Minutes C's normally cool composure? To understand the significance, we need to rewind. They first crossed paths on the set of Love Alarm, an iconic K-drama that captured hearts worldwide. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, the kind that makes viewers forget they're watching fiction. Then came Sweet Home, where their bond deepened under darker, more intense storytelling. Behind the scenes, fans noticed the shared looks, the way they stood a little too close, laughed a little too long, seemed just a little too natural. Rumors began swirling back then, but both remained silent. Interviews were carefully neutral. Social media interactions, if any, were subtle, almost calculated. And yet, eagle-eyed fans collected every tiny moment, a matching accessory here, a glance there, a private joke caught on camera. Nothing confirmed, but never fully denied. So when Go Minutes C blushed at the mere mention of Song Kang, it wasn't just cute. It was a crack in the carefully constructed wall they'd built for years. Red Carpet Revealed reached out to industry insiders, and what we heard only fueled the fire. One source close to both stars revealed, "I've always had a special connection." Even other actors noticed it. It wasn't just acting. There was something real. Another insider added, "They've kept their private lives guarded, but let's just say this isn't the first time she's reacted like that to his name, just the first time it was caught on camera." The question is no longer did she blush? Real question is, why now? What changed? Why did Go Minutes C suddenly let that vulnerability show? Was it a slip-up? Or a silent confession? By the end of the week, entertainment shows across Korea were running highlight reels of the moment. Fans began compiling Go Kang evidence threads, cross-referencing timelines, interviews, and fashion choices. Some were convinced, others remained skeptical. But no one could deny, something had shifted. The calm, collected Go Minutes C had let her guard down, and just a second, and the world noticed. Was it just a nervous reaction? Or the beginning of a love story no longer willing to stay hidden? The blush was real. The reaction was raw. And ever since that interview aired, fans, reporters, and industry insiders have been working overtime to answer one burning question: what is really going on between Go Minutes C and Song Kang? If part 1 sparked the fire, then part 2 dives into the flames. The body language breakdown. We spoke with a renowned body language expert who analyzed Go Minutes C's reaction in slow motion. Her pupils dilated slightly, An involuntary response to emotional stimulation. She briefly looked down, smiled with only the corners of her mouth, and lightly touched her neck. That's a textbook indicator of nervous attraction. Continued, she wasn't just embarrassed. She was flustered. That usually only happens when someone is caught off guard by something deeply personal. Translation? That blush wasn't for show, the industry whispers. Behind the polished red carpets and camera flashes, entertainment is a world of secrets, some better kept than others, and according to multiple sources, Minutes C and Song Kang have been playing a very quiet game of cat and mouse with the media for years. They were close during Love Alarm, but on Sweet Home, something changed. One insider confessed there were days when they'd come to set together, leave together. Never public, but everyone knew. Another chilling revelation, at the drama wrap party, someone made a joke about them being a couple. Minutes C laughed, but Song Kang didn't. He just looked at her, long and hard, like he was waiting for her to say something. What didn't she say? Digital clues and silent moves. In the age of social media, silence is often louder than words. Fans have been digging, and what they've found is equal parts subtle and suspicious. Song Kang liked a fan post featuring a romantic edit of him and Go Minutes C, then unliked it 2 hours later. Both stars posted beach photos in August 2024, on different days, but from the same exact location. Minutes C follows only 90 people on Instagram. Song Kang is one of them. She liked every promotional post for his drama My Demon, even ones where he appeared shirtless. Coincidence? Maybe. But in K-Dramaland, coincidence rarely means nothing. Song Kang's silence, tactical or telling? While Go Minutes C's blush continues to dominate the headlines, Song Kang has remained completely silent. No statements, no interviews, no reactions. One could call it discretion, others call it calculation. Always been protective of his image, a PR manager notes. But silence doesn't always mean denial. Sometimes, it means he's waiting for the right moment. Is he waiting for Go Minutes C to make the first move? Or are they both stuck in a limbo of fame, fear, and unspoken feelings? The emotional weight of secrecy. It's no secret that Korean celebrities often hide their relationships to avoid public backlash, but Go Minutes C and Song Kang are not just actors, they're rising icons, and icons carry pressure. The public wants a love story, says a former agency staffer, but they also know that one misstep can end a career. So maybe her blush wasn't just about attraction, maybe it was about the impossibility of loving someone in the spotlight, someone who's right there, but never really yours. Fans react. Online communities are split in two: the shippers, their soulmates. Just admit it already. The chemistry is too real. Kang is our new Bin Jin. The cautious ones. They're dating, good for them, but they should be careful. The pressure is insane. Korean netizens can be cruel. Just want them to be happy, even in secret. So, what's the truth? Here's what we know for sure. Minutes C's blush wasn't scripted. Their past is full of intimate, unexplained moments. The industry has noticed. The fans have noticed. And the silence? It speaks volumes. Whether it's a hidden romance, a complicated friendship, or something in between, one thing is undeniable, that one blush has cracked open a story too big to ignore. And maybe, just maybe, this time, the love story isn't just on screen. Stay with Red Carpet Revealed, because behind every look, every blush, and every pause, there's a secret waiting to be exposed.